Hello everyone, Salam Sejahtera. My name is Elizabeth Yusibat, metric number B051810092. I undergo my internships at Kohu Malaysia, Sendirian Berhad. Today I will present about the industrial training. Table of content. I will explain about objective of industrial training, company background, sourcing department, summarize the tasks I perform every day, and conclusion. Goal of industrial training. It is to expose students on the real working or give experience life situations in engineering area. It also to improve our confidence, technical skills, and interpersonal skills as an engineer. Kohu Malaysia Sdn Bhd. Kohu was founded in 1947 and has grown to become a global leader in test and handling equipment, thermal subsystem, interface solutions, visual inspections, and metrology and ambient test solutions supplying the semiconductor industry and test subcontractor. We provide our customer with outstanding products and service that reflect our commitment to operations excellence, innovations, and market leadership. For your information, I undergo my internships work from home. So our company working hours will be start from Monday till Friday from 8 a.m. until 5:45 p.m. Sourcing department. I've been assigned to undergo my internships in the sourcing department. Sourcing is the process of selecting supplier to provide goods and service. Sourcing also prepare to purchase order and do order tracking for items. Price negotiations with supplier to achieve the cost effective. Sourcing also do price comparisons. Create and negotiate agreements with supplier for good quality product to achieve cost saving. Lastly, constant check and monitor on stock level. Generate reports on required. Request for quotations or RFQ. Task. Request for quotations to supplier and follow up due RFQ. RFQ is the process where we request quotations for item number to supplier, and then supplier will provide us the quotation. When we send RFQ, we need to go through industry team to get the total data package that consists of bill of material (BOM) or drawing for assembly part. For fabrication part, we will manually download from our system which we call Oracle. After submit the email, we will do our first follow-up after 3 days working or second follow-up to know the status and get the target completion date to provide us the complete quotation. When it comes to the third follow-up, we will call the supplier or arrange meetings to understand the consequence providing us the quotation. Last step will be close loop with supplier as they already provide us the quotations. After we receive the quotations from supplier, we will do price analysis where we compare price that meet our sourcing requirement. Self-quotation task assist to self-quotation. Self-quotations is one of the 5 S that we apply in our department so that in the future we will be able to track down the quotations from the supplier. Every time we receive quotations, we will save the quotations in our drive. So for sourcing departments, we have 2 types of folder which we call data designs and multi-test. We need to check first the engineering owner, either it is PNP or MT, and then we will save it accordingly to the engineering owner. Also for class items, it is to identify whether the items is fabrications, assembly or raw part. Only then we can save in our folder either it is assembly, fabrications or raw part. As you can see here, this is our QBOM naming standard. It's typed from part number. Revisions we can obtain from product developments in our Oracle system. QBOM provided date. Each what date we send the RFQ. RFQ supplier name, QBOM receipt date. The date we receive the RFQ. And for currency and MOQ. MOQ is minimum of quantities. It depends on the quotations that sent by the supplier. Purchase order. Assist to create or update purchase info record, product information management, and assignment set. First is purchase info record. Purchase info record is where we store information about quotations that we receive from supplier. It contains information such as price with minimum order quantity, lead time to receive items, and other costs. It also an agreement price from supplier to purchase order. Another task that I learned from PIR is to end the validity of price for part number and update price in price break. After we create PIR, we will continue with product information management called PIM. The item numbers originally placed in sourcing with planner code M540, and to proceed purchase order, the planner code is need to change to purchasing with planner code M40. As a standard, we have chosen the correct buyer based on organizations, planner, lead time, country of origins, and etc. Lastly, assignment set or AS. Assignment set assign organization to buy from which supplier. Also from assignment set, we know the item buy from which supplier. Another task for assignment set is can be transfer order from USA, Philippines, or Germany, as these three countries is sister company to Kohu, Malaysia. Material unit price justification. Sourcing engineer is responsible to compare the new RFQ unit price with the business unit price. So if the new RFQ unit price is higher than business unit price, sourcing engineer shall to fill in the FAQ 0259 to get the management approval before update the latest unit price in Oracle system. And according to the cost difference with annual impact cost, not greater than 500 or below 5%, will get approval from sourcing team leader. Below 5,000 or 5% until 10% get approval from sourcing team leader and sourcing HOD. When the annual cost impact above 5,000 or 10% and above, get approval from sourcing team leader, sourcing HOD, and sourcing director. First article inspections. Purpose is to ensure that the supplier or internal process qualified to manufacture and assemble the article. Supplier is qualified to manufacture and assemble the articles which meet acceptance requirements, quality control requirements, and safety requirements. So these are the workflows to perform FAI. First, we need to fill up the forms with details of items information and then submit the FAI form to the Spares Operations Director to get approvals. Once get approvals, then we can proceed to forward the email to the contract teams to proceed for FAI MK contract. When we get the MK contract number from the contract teams, and then we can complete the forms and submit it to FAI leader, which we call Miss Aslina, and then after 1 week we can check in FAI index file either the FAI already assessed by the index team. Lifecycle path. Task assist to check the lifecycle path for part number. So as you can see here, there are 6 types of lifecycle path. First one is preliminary. These items can be considered as new items, where this item is unreleased to the productions and only available to engineering while waiting for the initial approvals. Next is designs. When the item received the approvals, these items is considered as designs and only available for the engineering functions. Next is prototype. Prototype is created that require testings and not yet to release to the productions until it is fully operated. Once the items is released to the production's life cycles, it is can be brought and proceed to purchase order. When items life cycles end of manufactures, it means that the items had been prepped to the end of manufacturing. For example, it is for clear stock or clear sales. Lastly, life cycles obsolete. Obsolete is for items no longer have stock or not available for any transaction. Getting internships in Kohom Malaysia shows me the difference between working from homes and office. As for working from home, you need to discipline yourself and monitor yourself in order to have productive day. Kohom Malaysia also give great opportunity for me to interact and dealing with supplier under sourcing department. I also able to develop communication skills and work in team. Thank you. That's all from me.